When searching for genetic matches on GeneTree, upon logging in, you can access the match page from the menu on the right. Click on DNA Match. From there, you are offered three choices. You can search for individuals sharing your profile exactly, look for individuals sharing at least 85% of your profile, or those sharing merely 70% of your profile. Each option has a different focus. If you already know you are part of a family group and are interested in viewing only your group members who share your profile, you should click on the Exact Match option. The 70% match search option is for those interested in a broad perspective of the origins of individuals who share their haplogroup. Most 70% matches will share a haplogroup, and you can look through the pedigrees posted to get a better idea of how diverse your haplogroup is, look for trends and origins of your very distant cousins, and in general, satiate any curiosity you have about your deep ancestral origins. Most individuals coming to the search page will want to click on 85% matches, as this will display results for all of your possible, fairly recent genetic cousins. Once you've made your selection, click Search. Initially, your attention should be drawn to the total number of matches. Having very few matches, under 20 for example, tells us that your profile is relatively uncommon, making those who match your profile at all worth a second look. But most individuals of European descent will find several matches to look through. When you begin to analyze your match table, you should start by looking at the column showing the number of matching markers. The first number is the number of shared markers, while the second number is the number of total markers tested. First, you can ignore anyone with fewer than 20 markers tested and who does not share your surname. That eliminates all but 3 individuals on this first page. Second, you can ignore any who have more than 3 differences from your profile. There aren't any on this page, but if you looked at page 4, we would see those individuals. While these individuals aren't likely to share common paternal ancestry with you, an examination of their origins may give you clues as to the origin of your own paternal line. For while you do not share recent connections, you likely share a haplogroup and therefore deeper genetic roots. After you have eliminated those who do not have a sufficient genetic match, we can further evaluate those remaining matches for shared genealogical traits. In our example, the surname of the individual tested is Hazelwood, and the earliest known ancestor on this line was born in 1752 in Virginia. Starting with our first match, the 32 of 34 match, we can see that while there isn't any pedigree information posted, this individual has the surname Hazelwood, as do we. We can use the email brokering service, when available, to connect with Russ to swap genealogical information to determine when we might share common paternal ancestry. You can send him a secure email by clicking on Request a Connection, though you can see here we are already connected with Russ. The second individual, matching at 31 of 33 values, does have a pedigree posted. By clicking on View Pedigree, we can see that this line goes through West Virginia in 1884, and then back to Asa Hazelwood, who was born in 1830 in Virginia. In 1830, our line was still in Illinois, but the genetics tell us there is a recent connection, and so now it is up to us to work with these matches to find out how and when we connect. There was one more genetic match on result page number 1, a Roy Cook. There isn't any pedigree information posted for Roy, but sharing only 23 of 25 markers and without a common surname, it is unlikely that we share recent common paternal ancestry. We may want to contact him to see if he has had more markers tested that are not in his database, or to determine if his ancestors were ever living near our own. If you search a database without success, keep trying. These databases are constantly growing, and as word of the efficacy of DNA testing and genealogy spreads, especially with the popularity of those new TV shows, there will be more opportunities to find your genetic cousins. If you are the proactive type, you can even start recruiting individuals sharing your surname to be tested to create a larger database of individuals from which to address your genealogical questions. GeneTree can help you determine who to test and even keep them under one login in your managed profile for ease in researching.